I called my wife at 1 a.m. while on a work trip. My best friend answered. He said calmly, "She's busy right now. She'll call you later." Then I heard her laugh in the background. I took a deep breath and said, "Keep her. She's your problem now." The silence was beautiful. Update: they showed up at my hotel room the next morning, and what happened next was even better. I, 34M, have been married to my wife Lisa, 32F, for 7 years. My best friend since college, Marcus, 34M, has been part of our lives the entire time. He was my best man at our wedding. He's godfather to our son. He's been at every birthday, every holiday, every major life event. Or at least, I thought he was my best friend. I'm writing this from a hotel room in Chicago where I'm on a business trip. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep because my entire life just imploded in the span of a single phone call. Let me start from the beginning. I left for this work trip 3 days ago. It's a conference for my company. I'm in medical device sales, and I'm here meeting with potential clients and attending seminars. Lisa knew about this trip for months. She seemed fine with it. Normal goodbyes, "I'll miss you, call me when you land," all the usual stuff. The first 2 days were uneventful. We texted throughout the day. I called her each evening. Everything seemed normal. Last night, technically early this morning, I couldn't sleep. Jet lag, uncomfortable hotel bed, whatever. I was lying awake at 1 a.m. Chicago time, which is 2 a.m. back home. I decided to call Lisa just to hear her voice. Maybe it would help me relax enough to sleep. I called her cell. It rang 4 times. Then someone answered. "Hello?" It was Marcus. My brain couldn't process it at first. Why would Marcus be answering Lisa's phone at 2 a.m.? "Marcus? Why do you have Lisa's phone?" There was a pause. Then he said, so calm it was almost casual, "She's busy right now. She'll call you later." Busy. At 2 a.m. At my house. Then I heard it. In the background. Lisa's laugh. That specific laugh she does when she's relaxed and happy. Intimate. Everything clicked into place. Every late-night work event Lisa had. Every time Marcus dropped by when I was out. Every inside joke they'd developed that I wasn't part of. Every time they'd both been mysteriously unavailable at the same time. I should have been angry. I should have yelled. But instead, this weird calm came over me. "Marcus," I said, my voice steady. "Keep her. She's your problem now." The silence on the other end was instant and absolute. I could practically hear him processing what I'd just said. "Wait, what?" he started. I hung up. Then I did something I'm not entirely proud of, but I don't regret. I blocked both of their numbers. Just straight up blocked them. Then I called my lawyer. Yes, at 1 a.m. I woke him up. I pay him enough that he took the call. "Steve," I said. "I need to file for divorce. Tomorrow. Today, technically. As soon as possible." "What happened?" he asked, alert now. I told him about the phone call. He was quiet for a moment. "Jesus, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can have papers drawn up by this afternoon. Do you have evidence of the affair?" Marcus answered her phone at 2 a.m. while I'm out of town. That's pretty damning. Good enough to start. We'll need more for the proceedings, but that's a solid foundation. What about assets? We talked for 30 minutes about the house, accounts, custody of our son. Steve said he'd start on everything immediately. After I hung up with Steve, I sat in that hotel room and felt nothing. Not anger. Not sadness. Just this cold, clear certainty. I'd been an idiot. How long had this been going on? Months? Years? Our son. Oh God, our son. He's 5. He loves Uncle Marcus. They play video games together. Marcus takes him to the park. Was any of that real? Or was Marcus using my son to get closer to my wife? I couldn't think about that. Not yet. Instead, I started making a list. Practical things. Things I could control. File for divorce, Steve handling it, document everything, screenshots of the call log showing Marcus answered Lisa's phone, talk to my parents. They need to know before this blows up, find a new place to live. I'm not going back to that house, custody lawyer, need to protect my time with my son, change all passwords, bank accounts, credit cards, everything, cancel joint credit cards, talk to HR about extended time off. I worked on that list until 4 a.m. Then I finally fell asleep. I woke up at 7 a.m. to someone pounding on my hotel room door. I opened it. Lisa and Marcus were standing there. Lisa's eyes were red from crying. Marcus looked uncomfortable. "Good. Can we talk?" Lisa asked. "No," I said and started to close the door. Marcus put his hand out to stop it. "Man, just hear us out? Move your hand or I'm calling security." He moved it. "Please," Lisa said. "It's not what you think." I laughed. Actually laughed. "Really? That's what you're going with? It's not what I think?" Marcus answered your phone at 2 a.m. At our house. While I'm 1,000 miles away. What exactly am I supposed to think? We weren't, she started. Don't lie to me. Not now. You've lied enough. 5 minutes, Marcus said. Just give us 5 minutes to explain. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I wanted to hear what kind of bullshit excuse they'd come up with. Maybe I needed closure. Maybe I'm an idiot. But I opened the door and let them in. Lisa sat on the edge of the bed. Marcus stood by the window. I stayed by the door, arms crossed. Talk, I said. Lisa took a shaky breath. It started 6 months ago. We didn't mean for it to happen. They never do. It just developed. We were spending a lot of time together because you were working so much, traveling so much. And Marcus was there. And we just connected. You connected, I repeated flatly. You connected with my best friend. While I was working to support our family. I know how it sounds. Do you? Because it sounds like you're blaming me for your affair. Like I worked too much so you had no choice but to fuck my best friend. Marcus flinched. Don't talk to her like that. I turned to him slowly. I'm sorry, are you defending her honor right now? After you've been sleeping with my wife? It's not like that. Then what is it like, Marcus? Explain it to me. Make it make sense. He couldn't. He just stood there. How long has it been physical? I asked Lisa. She looked at the floor. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months of lying. 3 months of him in my house, in my bed, with my wife. Does Tyler know? Tyler is our son. No. Lisa said quickly. We've been so careful. We only, when he's asleep or when he's at your parents' house. Oh, well, as long as you were careful not to traumatize our 5-year-old while you were betraying our marriage. I still love you, Lisa said, and she actually sounded sincere. I do. But I love Marcus too. I'm confused. I need time to figure out what I want. That's when the calm I'd been feeling shattered. You need time? I said, my voice rising. You need time? You've had 6 months. You've had 3 months of fucking him in our bed. How much more time do you need? I didn't mean. I don't care what you meant. Here's what's going to happen. I've already filed for divorce. Papers should be ready by this afternoon. You'll be served tomorrow. What? Lisa's face went white. I'm done. I'm not going to sit around while you figure out what you want. You made your choice when you started this affair. But what about Tyler? She asked. What about him? You should have thought about Tyler before you destroyed our marriage. We'll work out custody through lawyers. I want 50-50. And Marcus, I turned to him. You stay the hell away from my son. You can't, Marcus started. I absolutely can. You're not his godfather anymore. You're not his uncle. You're nothing. You're the man who helped destroy his family. Stay away from him. That's not fair to Tyler, Marcus said. He loves me. You should have thought about that before you fucked his mother. Lisa started crying harder. Please, can we just talk about this like adults? Like adults? I was pacing now. Adults don't betray their spouses. Adults don't sleep with their best friend's wife. You want to be treated like adults? Face adult consequences. I made a mistake, Lisa said. A mistake is forgetting to pick up milk. A mistake is being late to dinner. A 6-month affair is a choice. Multiple choices. Every single time you texted him, every time you met up with him, every time you lied to me about where you were, those were choices. I grabbed my phone and showed them my call log from the lawyer. I've documented everything. The phone call. The timeline. Steve is getting statements from everyone who might have witnessed you two together. We're building a case. A case? Marcus said. This isn't a court trial. Divorce court is absolutely a trial. And in this state, adultery matters for asset division and custody. So yeah, this is a case. Lisa looked panicked now. You'd try to take Tyler away from me? I'd try to protect him from the chaos you've created. You had an affair. You brought your affair partner into our home, around our son. You think a judge won't consider that when determining custody? I'm his mother. And you should have acted like it. The room fell silent except for Lisa's crying. Get out, I said. Both of you. Get out of my hotel room and out of my life. We flew all the way here, Marcus started. I don't care if you swam here. Get out. They left. Finally. Lisa was still crying. Marcus looked shell-shocked. As soon as the door closed, I called hotel security and told them that if those two tried to come back to my room, to remove them from the property. Then I called Steve again. They showed up at my hotel room, I told him. Did you record the conversation? No, but I should have. They admitted to the affair. Lisa said it's been 6 months, physical for 3 months. That's good. Write down everything they said while it's fresh. Exact words if you can remember them. This will help. I spent the next hour writing out every detail of the conversation. Then I called my parents. That was harder. My mom cried. My dad was furious. They said they'd been suspicious of how much time Marcus spent at our house, but they didn't want to assume anything. We should have said something, my mom said. It's not your fault, Mom. This is on them. My parents offered to pick up Tyler from preschool and keep him for a few days while I sorted things out. I gratefully accepted. Next I called my boss and explained the situation, not in detail, just that I was going through a sudden divorce and needed some time. He was understanding and told me to take the rest of the week off. By noon, I'd canceled my afternoon meetings, changed my flight to leave that evening, and started looking at apartments near Tyler's school. My phone had been buzzing constantly with calls and texts from Lisa and Marcus. I didn't unblock them, but I could see the voicemail notifications piling up. I didn't listen to them. I didn't care what else they had to say. At 2 p.m., Steve texted me, "Papers are ready. Lisa will be served tomorrow morning." At 6 p.m., I was on a plane home. I landed at 10 p.m. local time. I didn't go to the house. I went straight to a hotel near the airport and checked in for a few days. The next morning, I got a text from Steve, "Papers served." She's pissed. Good. Let her be pissed. I'm pissed too. I went to see Tyler at my parents' house. He ran to me and hugged me and asked why Mommy was crying on the phone earlier. "Mommy and Daddy are having some grown-up problems," I told him. "But it has nothing to do with you. We both love you so much." "Is Uncle Marcus here?" he asked. My heart broke. "No, buddy. Uncle Marcus isn't going to come around for a while." "Why not?" "It's complicated. But you'll still see him at some point." "Lie. He'll never see Marcus again if I have any say in it." Tyler seemed satisfied with that answer and went back to playing with his toys. My dad pulled me aside. "How are you holding up?" "I'm furious. But I'm keeping it together for Tyler." "Good. That's what matters now. The boy needs stability." He was right. I've been at my parents' house for 3 days now. Lisa has been blowing up my mom's phone asking to see Tyler. My mom, bless her, told Lisa that Tyler is fine and she can arrange visitation through lawyers like everyone else. Marcus called my dad's phone yesterday. My dad answered, said, "My son has nothing to say to you," and hung up. I've found an apartment. 2-bedroom, close to Tyler's school. I can move in next week. I've been going through finances with Steve, and it looks like I'm in a good position. Most of our assets are in my name because I was the primary earner. The house will probably be sold and profit split, but given the affair, Steve thinks we can negotiate a favorable agreement. Lisa's lawyer contacted Steve yesterday trying to negotiate. She wants to keep the house. Steve laughed and told them to make a serious offer. I haven't seen or spoken to Lisa since the hotel room. I haven't unblocked her number. All communication goes through lawyers now. People are asking what happened. Friends, coworkers, extended family. I'm not broadcasting the details, but I'm not hiding them either. When people ask, I tell them the truth. Lisa had an affair with Marcus. We're getting divorced. The reactions have been gratifying. Everyone is on my side. Lisa's own sister called me to apologize for her sister's behavior. Marcus's brother sent me a text saying he always knew Marcus was a piece of shit and he's sorry it took this long for me to see it. The friend group we all shared? Split completely. Most people sided with me. A few said they want to stay neutral, which is code for, "We knew about the affair and didn't tell you." I've cut those people out too. My phone buzzed a few minutes ago. It's a text from Lisa's sister, who I'm still in contact with. Lisa and Marcus had a huge fight. She's devastated. She didn't think you'd actually leave. I read that text 3 times. She didn't think I'd actually leave. She thought she could have her affair, get caught, and I'd just, what? Forgive her? Take her back? Let her figure out what she wants, while I waited around like an idiot? The audacity is breathtaking. I texted back, "That's not my problem anymore." And it's not. She's not my problem. Marcus isn't my problem. Their relationship drama, their guilt, their regret, none of it is my problem. My only problem now is protecting my son and rebuilding my life. And you know what? I'm going to do just fine. That phone call at 1 a.m., as devastating as it was also the best thing that could have happened. It showed me the truth before I wasted any more years on a woman who didn't value our marriage and a friend who was never really a friend at all. I told Marcus to keep her. She's his problem now. I meant every word. Update, posted 3 months later. Well, Reddit, you asked for an update. Here it is. And it's even better than I could have imagined. First, thank you to everyone who commented on my original post. Your support helped me get through some really dark days. Reading your stories and advice made me feel less alone. So what's happened in the 3 months since that phone call? The divorce is almost finalized. We're in the final stages of paperwork. It's been contentious. Lisa fought me on almost everything, but Steve, my lawyer, has been worth every penny. We settled on 50-50 custody of Tyler, which I'm happy with. I wanted full custody, but Steve advised that judges rarely grant that without evidence of abuse or neglect, and Lisa, for all her faults, hasn't been a bad mother to Tyler. The house sold. Fast, actually. We got asking price. After splitting the proceeds, I used my half as a down payment on a nice 3-bedroom house in a good school district. Tyler has his own room here now, decorated exactly how he wanted it. He seems to be adjusting well to the new normal. As for Lisa and Marcus? Oh boy. This is where it gets interesting. Remember how Lisa's sister told me they had a huge fight after I left? Apparently that was the first of many. Turns out, the fantasy of being together doesn't quite match the reality. According to multiple sources, Lisa's sister, mutual friends who stayed in contact with me, even Marcus's brother, their relationship imploded spectacularly. Here's what I've pieced together. After the affair came out and I filed for divorce, Lisa moved in with Marcus. She didn't have much choice. I wasn't letting her stay in our house, and she couldn't afford a place on her own immediately. Living together exposed all the cracks in their relationship. The excitement of sneaking around was gone. The forbidden nature of the affair that made it thrilling? Gone. Just two people who'd blown up their lives to be together, facing the reality that they didn't actually like each other that much. Lisa apparently expected Marcus to step into the husband role seamlessly. He didn't. Marcus, it turns out, likes being a bachelor. He liked the affair precisely because it wasn't a commitment. When Lisa tried to play house, making dinners, talking about their future, wanting to introduce him as her boyfriend to people, he pulled away. They lasted 6 weeks living together. 6 weeks. According to Lisa's sister, they fought constantly. About money, Lisa's income as a part-time bookkeeper doesn't come close to what I was making. About Tyler, Marcus thought Lisa was too lenient with discipline. About the affair, Marcus blamed Lisa for answering her phone when I called, which is rich. About me, Lisa apparently still has feelings for me and Marcus couldn't stand hearing about it. The final straw came when Lisa suggested they get engaged. She wanted to show everyone we're serious and prove this wasn't just an affair. Marcus told her he never wanted to get married. That he was happy with how things were. Lisa lost it. They had a massive fight. She moved out and has been couchsurfing at friends' places since. But here's the absolute best part, Marcus called me 2 weeks ago. I'd unblocked his number by then because our mutual friend said he was trying to reach me and I was curious what he could possibly have to say.